Hey guys, GHAZZY TV here with another Path of Exile 2 video, and let's talk about a Minion perspective on the Ritualist Ascendancy. Now, same thing with the other Ascendancy videos we posted so far. We don't have the patch notes, we don't have exact information on some of the skills. Makes it a little bit hard for us to perfectly design or decide theoretically if things are going to be good or not. But we can look at the Ascendancy and see if there's any possibilities. And I believe that there is a slim chance that there might be something in there. First and foremost, I'm going to talk about a couple notes. We're going to start with the charm stuff here. This one here is +1 charm slot with charm charges gained. Meh, kind of meh. And then you have this, can consume 25% of max mana to trigger charm with insufficient charges. This allows you to have charm triggers on boss fights. There's some pretty cool things, such as the unique charm over here. Well, maybe not this charm, but there was one shown in the video that made you have like a fire explosion when you got ignited. So maybe there's some cool self-ignite pseudo fulcrum stuff for those of you who know about that from PoE 1, where you can consistently self-explode with that. That would be pretty cool. I'm not sure if that's going to be very fitting or if it's good. I have no idea. On the other hand, it has nothing to do with minions, so we're not going to care about that too much. The next note is Ritual Sacrifice from As the Whispers Ask. I think this skill is a absolute meme. Basically, what you'll do is that you'll drop on your knees and you'll carve up the cow that you just killed, which takes you a couple of seconds, and that will give you one of that cow's modifiers for the next 20 seconds. So you have to sit down, stop what you're doing, carve the fucker, and get a 20-second buff from that. Yeah. If you, however, take the next node as the Whispers demand, you instead can sacrifice 20% of your max life to get a random monster modifier, which is a much faster slitting your own hand self-mutilation approach to get a random modifier for 20 seconds instead. So that might be better, but I just feel like it's this pseudo headhunter kind of thing. It kind of feels lackluster for what it gives, but that's just my personal take on it. On the right-hand side, we have Blood Boil, which is the corrupted blood kind of approach. We've seen this before. They have a little video, I believe, here. The Blood Boil right here is just corrupted blood, kind of helping you with clearing monsters in an effective way. However, it is not for minions, so we're going to move on. On the middle section here, we have the Wildwood Persistence. This gives you first life recovery rate on the small node, and the big one gives you 5% increased life recovery rate per 5% missing life. So basically, if you drop down in HP, you'll have better life recovery to get that life back. On the other hand, to the nodes that actually matters, and this is the biggest issue, is that the other nodes are kind of lackluster. But for the main nodes, we have first a 1 out of 3 negative choices for a small node. Either you reduce your max mana, you reduce your spirit, or you reduce your all elemental resistances to get an extra ring slot. Yes, you can have 3 rings. Unfurled Finger, which is actually pretty cool. This is what makes it really interesting, because now you can put on 3 Venter's Gambles, which gives you life, plus or minus resistances, but also spirits. So that's quite interesting from the ring slot and rarity, actually. So you have 3 of those, and then you can have Ingenuity Belt, for example, but also the next node is 3% attributes, which is kind of whatever, but you get Mystic Attunement, which will give you a smaller version of the Ingenuity Belt, but also apply to amulets, which is 25% increased bonuses of gained from equipped rings and amulets. And since it's 25%, there are certain amulets such as the Solar Flare or the Sunflower. I don't remember the name of it. It's a fire amulet that gives you plus up to 4 levels of fire skills on the amulet. And since this unique can roll +4, the 25% would make that +5. You can also corrupt it to get +6, which is quite cool. But you can get extra levels from that, which is quite interesting and could be a good contender. However, this makes it possible to play a minion with this, but I'm not sold on this being good, but I wanted to bring it out and talk about it a little bit, because the thing is with a minion approach to the Ritualist is that the first 2 Ascendancies would then go for this approach, right? An extra ring slot, the scaling of your ring and amulets, but you have 2 more Ascendancies. That's 4 Ascendancy points. Fire Flower, thank you, chat. So, I mean, what choices do you have left? Well, you can grab the Wildwood Persistence. Okay, that gives you a little bit of life recovery. It's not a very good node. And then you have 1 more node. Where would you put that? I don't fucking know. Small passives to get charges gained and movement speed? I don't know. It just feels useless. Or you skip all of that and you grab the whole +1 charm slot and allows you to consume some of your max mana to trigger charms if you need to get rid of a freeze or bleed or whatever. It's just the problem with this Ascendancy in general is that it's all about the ring and the scaling of your ring and amulet slot. And that's it. That's all you get to the table. So I think that the Ritualist could potentially work with enough investment to scale things like running in Ingenuity, having that extra ring slot. I don't know how the balance is, if the Ingenuity will even scale that third ring, because if that's not the case, then I don't think Minions will be good with this. But with enough investment, I think that a Ritualist could be played as a minion build, but it's just very, 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 very limited approach to it. The other style is obviously smacking in Blood Boil. If you look at Blood Boil, this is Corrupted Blood, is of slain enemies, maximum life is physical damage per second. It's like you're not the one killing, so you don't scale it. Blood Boils apply passively, more Corrupted Blood, inflict stacks Corrupted Blood. I don't know. It just doesn't feel like it would be the play. So my approach when it comes to minion style for the Ritualist has more to do with the scaling of whether or not Ingenuity Belt would apply to the third ring. And then the entire Ascendancy is all about scaling Ventress Gamble's rings, essentially, and your amulet, and having all of your Ascendancy powers from that to scale that. And that feels very limited because now your entire Ascendancy class is only 2 actual nodes. So I'm not sold on this, but I wanted to make a video on it to mention it because there could be something. We'll have to look into it when we have the patch notes and more information. This is the last one that I would consider to be a contender. I'm not sold on it, but I wanted to bring it up, and here it is. And as usual, I don't want to waste your time, so obviously I'll just wrap this up and call this video an end, and ask for the support for you guys to hit the like button, subscribe for more content, leave a comment, yada yada. You know the drill. I appreciate the support, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Till then, stay safe and keep rocking.